So I think I want to do mums, but I also really like hydrangeas because they look like roses, but they're not as expensive. But then I really want to do. Hi. I quit. Have you ever felt that way? Yes, that was like a theatrical version of life sometimes. And shout out to Jen and Judah, who were awesome. Like, I didn't expect Judah to do that, and he did a really good job too. So when it's like 18 people trying to fend for your attention, or you're trying to get home or get to work on time, you're trying to pay bills, you're trying to do just normal life, and then you feel like you have a calling on your life from God, and you're trying to put out videos out there, you're trying to mentor people, and you're trying to stay in the margins of boundaries and say, you know what, like, I have a child and he is my first ministry, right? It's my first priority. And then you have family, and then you have a job because it's how we provide. But then I just have this yearning and this desire to foster and adopt, and it is just only getting stronger and stronger over the past 2 years. And I'm saying, God, like, you have to either remove this desire from me or make a way or just tell me what to do. And it just seems like everything is 110 miles an hour. And I don't quit from that. I don't. I truly am honored that I have this passion inside of me. I really am. I'm really, really honored that God has given me the desires of my heart that He has. And I'm very honored that I get to mentor or put out videos or be a mom or volunteer. Like, I don't quit with that. What I do quit with is this. Right? I quit with this. I quit with the expectations of other people who, sadly, and I hate saying this word in regards to people because every person has value, but when certain people have opinions of my life or opinions of what I'm doing or opinions and expectations that are irrelevant to me or to my goals or to the calling that God has on my life, I quit. I quit listening. I quit trying to keep up. I'm done. I am so done. Just in the past week, have had the most amount of joy I have had in a long time. Why? Because I'm not listening to chaos anymore. I'm not listening to the devil anymore. I'm not listening to the thoughts in my mind that are trying to take me out. And I'm not listening to the complaints of people who are not trying to better themselves or not trying to better me, that are not healthy for me. And let me clarify, I have said this 1,000 times, to the people I'm around. A winner to me is not a 6-figure salary, is not owning their own home or having a Lexus. To me, a winner is showing up every day and deciding that what you have is good enough and you're grateful. But in here, it's never good enough, and you want to rise and you want to always evolve and you always want to strive for greatness. You could be working at McDonald's and just being a winner, showing up every day, showing up in clean clothes and representing yourself well. Just even working in a warehouse, how do you represent yourself, right? And just people who are on the same carousel of self-destruction, I love. Do not get that twisted. I love them and I support them. But there comes a point where I have to love them from afar. Or there are friendships that had to either just end or kind of dissolve because it was just the same song and dance over and over and over of just manipulation, chaos, meanness, these daggers in my side of just these comments. And it's like never gonna measure up. So I quit. I'm done. I am performing for the audience of one, and that is Jesus. And when we do that, everyone else gets blessed, right? So when you or I, mainly I, because I can't speak for you, but when I listen to the things that God has called me to, or the things that He is speaking, or what Scripture says, I'm not going to be nasty. I'm not going to be manipulative. I'm not going to be angry. And yes, in my humanness, I fall. There's a ton of people watching this can testify. It's fine. Always have to have a word mispronounced in these videos. But if I am just being submerged in the spirit and listening to him, my life is just going to overflow with goodness, self-control, and honor. But honestly, for so long, I just listened to the chaos in my mind, right? And weird example, yesterday, Jen, Judah, and I went to a wedding event because I'm the maid of honor in Jen's wedding, and we're trying to get everything super settled and planned really in advance, which is awesome. So then when the time comes, you can just truly enjoy it. But it was 3.5 hours long. And honestly, we didn't know that at the time because it was just so fun, and the event was such a well-planned event. But Jen can testify to this, and I'm sure Judah could too. These events give me immense anxiety. First of all, a little OCD. So like if Judah starts acting a certain way, ooh, I get nervous because I care a lot about what other people think. I don't want him to break anything. And then just honestly, like the hundreds of people just in my space, I get to like a 10 super quick. And then obviously when you can feel that energy coming off of somebody, you get anxious. And Judah being 3, not knowing really how to dictate his own emotions fully yet, he gets a little nervous himself. So yesterday I just was in it. We had the funnest time ever. There was hundreds of people there. You know, there was craziness. I brought my toddler to a wedding event who thought he would be so bored, but we had so many pictures. He walked out with like a glow-in-the-dark necklace. He had lollipops. He was giving high fives. Like, so much fun. And why? Because I chose early on in that day, not going to listen to this. I'm going to listen to him. And we just fully enjoyed ourselves, you know? And so, the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Everyone else I cannot change. People are going to do what they're going to do. People are going to say what they're going to say. And then grant me the control to accept things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can. And what I can change is saying that doesn't have to come in here. It doesn't have to come in here. And I have the ability to put up my borders and say, no, not letting it in today. And then also this, right? I used to wake up every day and say, like, why am I ashamed today? Like, why am I bummed? Why am I sad? Like, what is going on? And now I'm like, dude, I woke up today. You know what I mean? And then like the other thing is like I was in line for something and they were taking forever, and you know that's another like trigger of anxiety. I know, bougie white girl in Western culture. I'm a mess sometimes, I get it. But I was like anxious, and then you know what, I was like, I get to be in line. I get to have the money to do this. I get to be here. And just really taking that switch. It doesn't even have to be a 180. It could be a 10-degree change and saying, thank you. Like, you know, just gratitude and mindset. And so I'm going to end this video with these two things, not 4. 2. I cannot change anyone else. Can't. And I think that had the biggest victory over my life is accepting that. And I should understand that because have addictions, right? No one could tell me to get sober until I was ready to get sober. But 2, I do have control of this. When you feel like you don't have control of your own mind or your own heart, it feels very overwhelming, very suffocating, very frustrating, but you do have control. You do not have to be led by your emotions. You do not have to be led by ruminating thoughts or something that is not true. What we do have control over is meditating on scripture, being disciplined, being choosing growth and choosing to say, you know what, I was like that yesterday. I might be like that tomorrow, but today I'm not. So I quit the madness, but I don't quit YouTube. I don't quit Beautiful Recovery. So I'm so proud that was my first quick clickbait. I'm so proud. Thank you guys. We jumped from 29 to 32 subscribers. And I think that's madness, and I appreciate all the love and the support. And I hope this message just continues to spread. I just hope forever that I'm a leaky vessel, that the Lord continues to speak, and that I have this this platform for however long the Lord desires to give it to me. So I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon.